Hi, and welcome to a walkthrough of the Savile collection. It's two words I would describe this collection. One is it's a value collection, and two, it's cleanable, it's got Krypton, you've got coated fabrics, and also beautiful textures. You know, the great thing about fashion is that we're always inspired by it. I mean, whether we walk a department store or we travel abroad. I was just in London and looking at all the windows. So fashion is a true kind of inspiration and a strong influence on our products for the interiors. This collection in particular is really kind of focusing in on menswear and this whole kind of bespoke quality to menswear, whether it's textures or plaids or just very small detailed designs. And that, although it's menswear inspired, it has a very universal flavor to it. For example, one of my favorite patterns is this plaid. It's a Talersol plaid, and this is really a faux plaid because it's really woven to appear like a plaid, but it's definitely not a true plaid. But what's lovely about this pattern is that it has a nice, all of the colors have a nice neutral ground with pops of color. So for example, I love this blue, very kind of handsome, but then we're using bright greens with our taupes to give a kind of a pop of color. The coordinate to that is Mayfair, which is a stripe that goes directly with this particular pattern. In fact, someone sent me a picture, I forgot who, but I just saw it upholstered and it looked fabulous. I love this pattern because it has a nice texture to the ground, again giving it a little visual interest, and again pops of color against the neutral ground. One of my favorite patterns is this subtle kind of organic piece dye. When we do piece dyes, what's really great about it is that you can get the saturation of color. This is 100% polyester, so unbacked you can use for a panel, which I think is really cool. And again, a subtlety to it, a subtle pattern, which is really nice on an upholstered piece. We also have two really amazing textures, which, you know, textures sell all day long. And these two, Kensington and Abbey, are two that are really, one is very multicolored, and then the other one is a little bit subtle with a slub, so it's kind of got a nice hospitality, decorative appeal to it. What's another great part of the story is that 5 of these patterns are heavy metal free. They are post-consumer recycled polyester, so we're getting a Krypton green status and also a FAX gold certification, and I think that's really important on products like this, especially at the price point that it is. 2 really special coated fabrics that are proprietary to us. Actually, there are 3. One is Zen, and Zen is a polyurethane, and it has a really beautiful rice paper emboss on it, so it makes it very unique. And all the colors go really beautifully with this particular collection. And then also in your sales bag you have checkers, again another proprietary pattern that with all the colors could be used really beautifully with this collection. The third, which is in your rotation, your color rotation, is Essence. This is a really 2-color ground with an interesting emboss, and this is actually a vinyl. And I want to stress that these are proprietary to Meyer, so I think that in itself are 3 really beautiful coated fabrics that no one else will have. And minimums are not extremely high for custom colors as well. I know Mike has explained in the past to number your color rotation. It makes it easier when you're laying them out. So if you want to number them, it's a really good idea so that when, again, you have so much time to put something together, you can lay it out. You know, and I just want to say that, you know, this is a collection that's a play on a plaid, a stripe, a texture. So really talk about the bespoke qualities of menswear and how we've taken it to the next level. And that the colors are very complex. They're not as bright as some of our other collections, but more complex and a little bit more saturated in the colors that we decided to do. You will also have your cards and your sales kit, and also postcards, which we typically do. This is a nice way to leave behind something that kind of explains the collection. If you have any questions, please feel free to call any of us, and I would say that this is, again, something that talks to value, talks to the Krypton story, and also talks to a coated fabric story. Together, it makes one really fabulous collection. Thank you, and enjoy selling.